5 important lessons young people should learn from Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was born on 17th January 1706 in Boston, Massachusetts. He is famous as one of the foremost founding fathers in American history. Franklin was a writer, diplomat, scientist, inventor, and statesman that identified as a printer. He was remarkable, versatile, and earned his wealth and status as a self-made businessman that became an early model of the American dream. So how did Benjamin Franklin become so successful, and what can young people learn from him? In this video, we'll share with you 5 important lessons young people should learn from Benjamin Franklin. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Lesson 1. Educate yourself. Benjamin was the 10th son of Josiah Franklin's 17 children. Benjamin's father, Josiah, made soaps and candles for a living. It was one of the lowliest of crafts at the time, a time where privileges only went to the firstborn son. Benjamin learned to read very early and attended 1 year in grammar school and 1 year with a private tutor. His formal education, however, ended at the age of 10. When he was 12, Benjamin apprenticed under his brother, James, who was a printer. He mastered the printer's trade between 1718 and 1723. He also taught himself to write effectively and elegantly by the sheer relentlessness of his reading. At first, Benjamin dabbled in poetry, but soon gave it up, discouraged by the quality of his own work. Then he discovered the world of prose, reading volumes such as The Spectator. He saw them as a means to improve his own writing and studied them intently. Benjamin realized, as all the founders did, that the skill to write competently was so rare in the 18th century. This form of writing, as he mentions in his autobiography, became of great use to me in the course of my life and was a principal means of my advancement. The lesson for young people: strive to learn. Invest in acquiring the tools required to work out your success. Discover your talents and inclinations, and then acquire skills that effectively accelerate you towards your goals. Lesson 2. Practice. In 1721, Benjamin founded a weekly newspaper, the New England Courant. Readers were invited to contribute weekly, and Benjamin, then 16, read these contributions and figured he could do it as well. He adopted the moniker Silence Do Good, which was supposedly the persona of a middle-aged woman, and in 1722 wrote a series of 14 essays. No one noticed his ruse. In fact, his brother and others became convinced that only a sophisticated and clever mind could have written those essays. Eventually, Benjamin got into an argument with his brother over it and fled Boston. But this was only the beginning. The lesson for young people: Franklin put his writing skill to the test. He gathered valuable feedback and improved considerably. This training and proving ground helped to prepare him for future endeavors. Don't allow your skills and talents to grow dull. Keep using them every chance you get in order to truly master them in ways that will make you successful. Lesson 3. Capitalize on your strength. In 1926, after a series of events that took young Benjamin from Boston to New York City, to Philadelphia, to London, and back to Philadelphia, he returned to the printing trade, and in 1728 set up a partnership with a friend. 2 years into the business, Benjamin borrowed money to become a sole proprietor. Benjamin's first major breakthrough was in securing the printing of Pennsylvania's paper currency. This was possible in part because of his writing in 1729 titled A Modest Inquiry into the Nature and Necessity of a Paper Currency. Benjamin also became a public printer for Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey. His other ventures included the newspaper Pennsylvania Gazette, published in 1729, and acclaimed generally as one of the best of the colonial newspapers. Benjamin also published Poor Richard's Almanac annually from 1732 to 1757. By this time, Benjamin became increasingly active in scientific, social, and political forums. The lesson for young people. What really paved the way for Benjamin was pulling together his best skills in writing and printing and creating value with them for himself and others. More often than not, your best chance at success will come from utilizing your best available resources. Develop your talents and skills. Maintain them at your highest standard. They will become the bedrock, the foundation for your success. Lesson 4. Never allow idleness. Benjamin Franklin prospered and delved into various projects to improve the society. He organized the Leather Apron Club, the Junto, to debate issues of politics, morals, natural philosophy, and to exchange knowledge. This eventually led to the formation of the Library Company of Philadelphia in 1731, which is one of the first ever subscription libraries. While still a tradesman, Benjamin became clerk of the Pennsylvania legislature in 1736, and by 1737 he became postmaster of Philadelphia. In 1748, Benjamin retired and became a gentleman. He no longer worked as a printer, instead became a silent partner in the printing firm Franklin and Hall. Nevertheless, Benjamin became a member of the Assembly in 1750 and deputy postmaster of the colonies in 1753, where he reorganized the postal service to make it more efficient and profitable. The lesson for young people. Develop an active disposition. Get involved in circles and activities related to your goals. Surround yourself with the right people who will give you access to relevant information, and the productivity value of the collective will oftentimes surpass that of the individual. Even after Benjamin retired from being a tradesman, he continued to make significant contributions to science, society, and politics. Lesson 5. Create solutions. The Junto was a group of like-minded aspiring artisans and tradesmen who hoped to improve themselves while they improved their community. Favored indulgence of the group in a time when books were rare and expensive. Benjamin proposed the assembly of members' books into a common library, which would ultimately be more beneficial for everyone. He did not stop there. Benjamin conceived the idea to pool the funds of members to buy books to add to the library for all to read. This gave birth to the Library Company of Philadelphia, whose charter Franklin composed in 1731. In a similar fashion, he introduced the police force and fire service. Benjamin's numerous contributions to science, especially to electricity, social and political improvement, including his help with drafting America's Declaration of Independence, all point to Benjamin's desire and willingness to find lasting solutions to pivotal changes. The lesson for young people. Cultivate a mindset of finding solutions. There will always be challenges on the path to success, but what opens the way to success is your ability to create a fix. Do you think you can reach the goal without finding or creating solutions to the challenges that beset you? One way to avoid certain challenges is to study the works and lives of other successful people. This to avoid repeating others' mistakes, as well as to learn and be able to apply the solutions they discovered. This usually proves to be more efficient. In conclusion, if you're a young person and you want to be successful in life, educate yourself so that you do not find yourself lacking in the skills you require in order to be successful. So you've learned some skills. The best way to create value with them is to practice and practice. Once you have discovered your strength, sharpen them, master them, and watch them make you rich. Don't indulge in idleness. Lastly, strive to create solutions for the world around you. Solve problems by creating ingenious ways to deal with said problems.
Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.